Hi again, it's Lama from Local Medium. So today I'm going to speak to you about opening your own community radio station or opening any community radio station by that matter. So there are some few basics that you need to do. Firstly, you need to be a non-profit organization. You need to register a company that will be non-profit company. It's either you register that company through CPIC or through the Department of Social Development. So both of these registration can be done online, both of them. Actually, the easiest process, it is through social development. So I would always recommend it if you don't want any hassles. So you have to be at least between 5 or 6 members. They call that the board of directors. Then after that, you go there and register through social development. After the Department of Social Development certificate came out, then you're gonna need to register through ICASA. Now you're going to proceed with ICASA. Then once the ICASA process involves Centec, there's a company that is called Centec. So ICASA, you're going to register through ICASA, then that process will include Centec. What will Centec do for you? Centec is going to come to your community and see if there's a spectrum or if there's a frequency available. What is a frequency? You know your frequency. You hear some radio personalities or abasasazi, they would say from 89 to 108 nationwide, you see? So that is a frequency. So Centec is gonna come to you and say, okay, they are gonna come with their tools and see which frequencies are available in your community. So they are going to come with the scanners and see which ones are free, which ones are available. So once you're done with that process, maybe you are now, let's say now you got approved, maybe it's Centec is gonna send your stuff through ICASA. Then ICASA is gonna assign a certain frequency. Obviously, there are some monies that you're gonna need to pay. But I'm gonna leave a link or I'm gonna share a document that is gonna take you step by step on whatever ICASA fees that are currently available on this year. Because remember, the information I have on ICASA was back in the days, but now I'm gonna share some relevant information in terms of forms and everything and their constitution and their requirements and everything. But let me say again, so you register a company, non-profit company. I'm talking about a non-profit organization, a community radio. So if it's a community radio, then it will be a non-profit and you don't make any money. That's the thing about community radio. The money is not yours, the station is not yours as well. It is for the community. It caters everything for the community, but it's nice to be a part of that process, you see. So now it is Department of Social Development or CPIC, non-profit company or a non-profit organization. Once you're done with that, you conduct what? ICASA. So ICASA, when they are processing your application, then they are going to give you another company named Centec. Centec will come to your community and see which frequency that is available. If, however, there is a frequency that is available, then your application is going to go through the next step. Then you're still going to deal with ICASA again. You're going to pay your monies. Maybe you're going to submit your constitution. And from there, once you submitted everything, the documents that they require, I'm going to list them through. I'm going to list the forms at the bottom of this video. So once you've done all of that, they are going to grant you a license. Now, this is the thing. This is where now it gets catchy. Some community radio stations are paying monies. So these are your options that you might have, or depending whether which ones are more convenient for you. So now I'm gonna go through technical. ICASA will refer you to Centec. Centec has got transmitters on high towers. There's what we call now a high tower or high place. You know your cell phone towers. On your cell phone towers, you've got your radio station towers. So on those radio station towers, there are some Centec transmitters, or Centec has got their own pole where they put on high sites. On those high sites now, Centec will sell you, maybe they will say, depending on what how big of of community radio that you want to catch. Maybe you want to, let's say in a case of PE, I'm going to make an example of PE. Let's say in PE, you want to cater for Motherwell, for the full Motherwell, and you want to cater for KwaZakhele, Zwide, Dwesima, Xhaki, and you want to cater like for more communities. Yeah. So now you are going to have like a coverage map. On this coverage map, they are going to say, okay, for what you want to cover, we're going to give you a transmitter of 100 watts. And on this 100 watts transmitter, this is the area that you're going to cover. Then they are going to draw you a coverage map. Then that coverage map, you will see that, hey, maybe I can't cover the whole PE. So for me to be able to cover the whole PE, maybe I'm going to need 200 watts. So every watts or the higher you go in terms of transmitting, you see, the bigger the amount. Now, this is why I was saying it's going to get catchy, because now you also have an option of buying your own transmitter in China. It gets catchy now, because that options now, whenever you're buying anything that will communicate in South Africa, it needs to be registered through ICASA. You see, so now you're going to pay another licensing, but it is an advantage because of now you won't be paying monthly fees or yearly fees through Centec, but you will be having your own thing. Challenge now is that the monies that transmitter is going to be licensed, because you need to license this transmitter through ICASA. Any communication device in South Africa must be registered through ICASA. It must have a license. If you have a cell phone, it must have a license. Two-way radio, it must have a license. Every device that communicates, anything that communicates, it must have a license. So now with this license, the advantage of Centec is that it is already licensed by ICASA, and it is already on the high towers or on the high sites. Now, if you want to bring in your own will have to be firstly be licensed by ICASA. Once it is licensed by ICASA, you need to put it on high site. Once it's on high site, you need to make a way. There's what we call now, after your transmitter is on high site, now there's what we call a studio to link. You won't understand these terms, but the more you make research about it, you're going to understand it. There's what we call now a studio to link, which is now, it is a studio to link device. It is a device that is going to be on your studio. It is going to be at the studio. Then it's going to link with the transmitter that is on the high side. This, you need to have internet connection on your studio. There must be internet connection on the tower as well, so that there could be communication. After the studio to link, after you've done with that process, it is not a very easy process. Well, it's easy if you are in technology, but even if you are in technology, still it's not easy. And now you still need to consider that if you are going to take your own route, then you must have a backup. You must have electricity on the high side. That is your own route. You must have your own electricity. You must have your own backup in case of load shedding, because the station can't be down. So now let's say you are done with that process. Maybe you have taken the Centec route that Centec is Centec is gonna distribute your signal, or maybe you have taken your route. Coming back to the station now, on your station, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need some microphone, dynamic microphone. The number of microphone, it depends on your choice or on your guy's choice. But normally 4 microphones would do. A minimum of 4 microphones, they will do. Secondly, you're going to have your headphones, going to have your mixer. You're going to have, after your mixer, you need a telephone. You need computers. After computers, you need a boom arm mic stand. After boom arm mic stand, you need your XLR cables. After that, you would need your presenters. I'm sure by then you would see, and your mixer as usual. Now, you will need some furniture as well, chairs, desk, studio monitors. You would need to know now who is going to make your jingles, because the station needs a jingle. After that, yeah man, that's, you'll just see it through as you go. But that is the entire process in opening your own community radio and or radio. So good luck, and good luck. Again, it's Lulama from Local Media. See you again. Shap shap.